Okay, so look at Control at 21:9. This is a game that I avoided for a while because of its exclusivity to the Epic Games Store, but following its Steam release just the other week, I've been playing it a ton, and there is no doubt the hype around this game was not oversold to me. The attention to physics alone is something that grabbed and held me close because too few games spend any time thinking about physics, massively to their detriment. Anyway, first, the 21:9 support. Ultrawide support wise, gameplay beautifully scales to use the entire screen space. The game really is gorgeous, and an ultra-wide view into the world is worth every extra pixel. This applies to in-game cutscenes as well. Pre-rendered ones are 16:9 with black bars. The HUD scales to the sides of the screen, as do in-game menus, using all available space, though with more of an emphasis of sticking to the left-hand side rather than the center. The main menu background image is 16:9 with black bars, but the menu elements use the 21:9 screen space. PC support-wise, they really took Nvidia's toolkit and ran with it. I believe they used pretty much everything Nvidia has to offer in terms of tech to make the game as beautiful and engaging as possible, and it all really pays off. From lighting to physics destruction, it all comes together to build a beautifully creepy environment to play in. And performance optimization was not left out, with this running well and looking gorgeous even on medium-ish settings. At 3440 by 1440 on a GTX 1080 Ti, my FPS stayed around the 80 to 90 mark at all times. Shadowplay recording knocked this down a little bit. I found using DirectX 12 gave me about 5 to 10 FPS more in all moments over DirectX 11, and graphics options are robust with a solid range of tweaks to change textures, lighting, etc. to allow you to prioritize visuals you care about and so you can achieve the FPS you want. And all these changes can be made with no game restart, which is amazing. General PC support wise, there are again an equally matched set of options to tweak the game to play how you find most comfortable, from control settings, audio, visual impairment, etc. There is also full Xbox and PlayStation 4 controller support, though there is no controller aim support from what I can tell, so it's a little harder to stay accurate all the time. There is an annoying loading screen when leaving the collectibles menu, introducing kind of the only moment of stutter in the entire game. So, if you haven't heard of Control by now, firstly, how? This is an absolutely fantastic game set in an alternative 1960s style peak FBI secrets world that we associate with 20th century secret security in America. But this department, the FBC, focuses on items of paranormal power. Anyway, it's all very weird, but that's what makes this so intriguing. You have a really interesting plot to unravel, being left in the dark for as long as possible, with everyone else in the game, including the character you play as, all understanding what is going on in far more depth than you, the player, have been exposed to yet. Gameplay is a mix of basic puzzles, exploration, and of course, amazingly well-built fighting mechanics, from the array of supernatural guns to the best of all, your power abilities. From flinging objects around, releasing a surge of power as a melee hit, or jumping from point to point, it's all part of a very unique fighting system that is very addictive. A massive reason for the game's success and ability to retain your interest. Enemies are varied and smart, and level designs always impressed me with both great layouts and art design mixed together. It can get a little confusing working out how to navigate the world, but I really felt this lended itself well to the plot and the story of where you actually are inside the old house. So yeah, whilst I've heard people venting their frustration on getting lost sometimes, I actually kind of liked that it just played into the story. UI is slick, and if loading between control points within the same area, loading is sometimes non-existent, which is amazing. The only grinding point I ever found was that the base note for entering the menus is really overpowering compared to the rest of the game, and it's something that you have to hit a lot as you frequently jump into and out of the menus to read notes and such like. It's a really random problem to have. So yes, clearly I love this, like most people, and I would absolutely recommend buying this. I'd also say now that it's out on Steam, you can choose whichever storefront you want to buy from, but it should be noted that I couldn't play the game when I didn't have an internet connection when on the Epic Games stores, so yeah, it's pretty obvious Steam is the better choice. And finally, I'm going to give this a WAF score of 3. It does attempt to have great ultrawide support, but it falls short in a few areas. Anyway, I hope that gives you a better idea of what this game has to offer at 21:9. Give this video a like if you found it helpful, and subscribe for future info. For any of the games at 21:9, head over to my channel, the WAF website. Hopefully I've covered it. If I haven't, then leave a comment down below and I'll try and cover it. And if you'd like to support the channel, links to my Patreon page in the description, and Amazon affiliate links are there too. See you later.